Happy Wednesday to you. I'm scoot you back so you're not up my nose. Anyway, so my weight after 1 month is still the same. I still weigh 183 pounds, but I have lost like a 0.5% of body fat. And what did I do to make it better? Not really anything. That's the really sad part. Like the motivation just is not there. I'm working on it. I have some like underlying issues somewhere. Whatever. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. So there's my Wednesday weight update. Okay. The other thing is I'm gonna work on that. I was trying to find like time in the day to exercise or work out. You call it working out or exercise? When I say exercise, I feel like all cheesy Jane Fonda, but I call work out like I'm pumping up, and I'm not doing that either. So, like I was trying to fit it in the day, and I'm like, I didn't want to get up earlier because I'm lazy. And then I didn't want to do it after the work because I was tired. So then I had to come to the conclusion that I had to just get up an hour earlier in the morning at least, which I am 2 weeks successful on that, which is awesome because the temperament of everybody in my household in the morning is way better, especially my 7-year-old who's going to camp every day this summer and she loves it. So I'm like done biting off more than I can chew and stressing myself out. So if I got up an hour earlier for 2 weeks in a row, which is something I have been trying to do for like a year, to move the time I get up an hour. They say you should do it 30 minutes at a time, but I live in this multi-generational sandwich family household. So we have 4 adults getting ready between 6 o'clock and 7:30, and you get like a 20-minute shower slot, and we live out in the middle of nowhere in the country, and we're on a well. And it's just one of those things where you can shower 2 people at a time, but the water pressure is craptastic. So I was getting up at 7:30. I wanted to get up at 7, but my dad has the 7 o'clock shower spot. My mom has the 6, so I'm now in the 6:30, and Chad is at 4:30 because he gets up. There's no one awake when Chad gets up. He's awake all by himself. So that is a huge major accomplishment for me, as sad as that sounds. Okay. So now that I have managed that, I'm going to start doing like a 20-minute or 30-minute workout in the morning. But here's the thing. I might have to get up like another half an hour earlier, so 6 instead of 6:30. Because I need the 6:30 shower spot, and I don't want to like get up because I do have the hour between 7 and 7, or so, half hour between 7 and 7:30, but like it kind of defeats the purpose to get up and take a shower and then get all sweaty again to go to work. And I mean, I work in a warehouse. I get filthy every day pretty much anyway, but I don't need to like compound the dirt with the sweat smell. So that's that. I will give you an update next week and let you know how that's going, but there you go. There's the weight update. Financial update. Okay. So I think the last time that I posted my numbers on here was last year, and I was up to like, we paid off $213,000 of debt. And most of that was consumer debt, like additional principal on home equity lines and mortgages. But over time, I'm looking at these numbers, I'm like, this does not make sense. Like for the amount of stuff that I pay every month, and like the debt number just didn't make sense. And I had a calculation wrong in my spreadsheet that was giving me my total debt number. So where I thought I was at like $236,000 paid off today, once I fixed the mistake, because it didn't take off all the principal that I was paying towards the mortgage. So it actually ended up being $337,000. Hello.
Hello.
So that's interesting. And I'll show you that. What else interesting happened today? Oh, Dad used Facebook. How was Facebook, Dad?
Oh, I mean, I'm not a pro at it by any stretch. Actually pretty lame,
But you're trying.
I'm trying.
Katie had me doing hand clap games. Except she can't clap and sing the song at the same time. sad. It was so sad. But we played that for a while. Did you get to play any hand clap games, Dad?
Nope.
No.
Never was good at it.
Ah.
I'm going to take the garbage out.
Oh. I think the other can is down by the outbuilding. They're both full.
No, they're both here.
Oh, they are both there? Hmm.
Doesn't matter. I'll get them both out there.
Was there any more room in them? Because there's still boxes out there.
I'll look.
Okay. It's Wednesday. Wednesday's kind of like the only day that I get to come home and at least be by myself for, what was it, 20 minutes today before my dad came home. Living in a multi-generational sandwich household. I call it sandwich because, you know, it's like we got the kids, got the grandkids. I'm not, no, like us, my parents, our children. It is like it's a mess. Somebody's ringing. Anyway, they'll have to wait. So yeah, I was very surprised to find out that I had actually paid off $337,000 of total debt instead of $234,000, which helps a lot because it explains where my money went, because I was kind of freaking out about it for a little bit. Like as far as budgeting right now, because we are, if you're new to my channel, my name is Jaylee. I have a blog called simplebusinesssimplelife.com, which I do strictly as a hobby. I have my own business. I have a factory and then 2 online stores that go along with those factories. I don't do any local business. Everything I do is national. So I pretty much can go to work in my pajamas. I do not work from home because my electricity needs are just a little too great. And I need at least 6,000 square feet. So I have a warehouse, you know, it's a couple miles from here. And I'm pretty much there 9 to 5:30. My kid goes to camp, my husband goes to work, and my dad works with me at my factory. And then my mom is, she does childcare. She is kind of disabled. She has rheumatoid arthritis, so she does, not a real active lady, but she chips in. Oh, one of the questions that a lot of people were asking me is if my mom does childcare, how come I send Peyton to daycare and to summer camp? And the main reason I sent her to, well, there's a couple of reasons. The first reason I send her to daycare and summer camp is A, she's an only child and she really does need socialization and other kids her age to play with. We cannot keep up with her and sometimes we don't want to. The second reason why I don't have my mom watch her, she watches my sister's kids. They live more in like a suburban neighborhood type of area where we don't. We're out in the middle of cornfields, nothing here. We're like on a farm estate, so there's no neighbors, you know, there's nothing. There's nobody like next door for her to play with. So I think the camp is important. The other reason why is because we do live in a multi-generational household where it is like, I mean, in the evening, my mom and I are both here, and it makes it a lot easier for discipline that my mom is not her disciplinarian during the day, if that makes sense. Because just from things I've seen with my sister's kids, like the kids trying to play off each other. I mean, just like we all know they do that with us, right? Mom and dad, if you live together and got multiple people who will play the disciplinarian role in the house, they play against each other. And that's it, you know, socialization, and there's no question of who's in charge. Because I have seen that a lot with sandwich generations where you are living with your parents and have children and the grandparents are watching the kids. And, you know, my mom doesn't have to work. All of her money that she makes is hers. She does not contribute to any of our household budgets or anything like that. Her money is her money. She doesn't have to, she likes to. And I think because she knows that she doesn't have to, makes it more enjoyable too, because it's just, you know, Nobody likes doing a job they hate because you know you need the money. I'm not saying that she hates to watch the kids, because she does not. She loves the children. But we all know that children can be very stressful at times. And there's like, you just want to be like, F it, I'm out of here. But no, she's got that. What else is going on? I don't know. That's like it for right now. I did start reading a new book today. It's the latest Mel Robbins book. And I guess it's not new because it's from February. What is it called? I have to look it up because I'm doing Audible, because I have to be something that I can actually listen to while I work. And what is it? It's the first Audible book that I've bought in a long time. Oh, Take Control of Your Life. And it's so funny. Like, my Goodreads account is like all self-help books. I look like I'm a total head case. It's just, I like fiction books, but ever since I've been self-employed, like the past decade, I'm always looking for tools to make my life easier and better. And if I do get on a plane to go somewhere, if we go on a vacation, I will pick up like a novel or some kind of fictional read just for my entertainment. I do like to read classics. I think there was one summer where I read 7 classics, and that was like a good reading summer for me. And I read The Grapes of Wrath was one of them, Pride and Prejudice, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, Tale of Two Cities. They weren't skinny books, and I just kind of, that was my summer one. That was like 12, 15 years ago. It was a long time ago. But ever since I've been self-employed, and I have an online business, so I'm always looking into the SEO and web design and how to improve, how to change and do better. And so all of my reading for the past decade has been, I don't know, from the self-help education section. It's all nonfiction, very boring. Oh, because I just signed up for a Goodreads account. If you're not on there, you should be, because I like to see what people are reading, and you can see what I'm reading. And I also have my Goodreads list down at in the footer of my website, my blog, simplebusinesssimplelife.com. You can go over there and check it out. But I just started that book today because I'm having like an anxiety trigger, and I know what's causing it, but I'm not sure how to deal with it to get it to go away. And after reading and like some posts online and being in some different discussion groups, shall we say, this book came highly recommended. So I'm gonna read that, and then there's another one I think that I'm gonna read after this one. But that is what's going on. I don't know, I guess I should put my little earbuds in and listen to my audiobook as I walk in the morning. So that's what I'm gonna do for exercise for now. I think for at least the next month. It may be slight arm toning maybe, and some tummy muscle stuff. Maybe some legs, I don't know. I know that with me, I can't go all in because I will be all out within one day. So I have to go slow. Like just getting up an hour earlier, that was all I could do this month. That's a huge change. You don't think it's a huge change, but it's like, how many weeks are you messed up after the time change, right? I know I am. That's just, The fall one's not as bad as the spring one. But then getting up when it's dark outside, I hope that by the time we go back to the time change in the fall, because it's June now, so I have a few months, that like my routine is solid, and that I have my treadmill and all my gym stuff set up back in my office, because like where we live, I won't walk on the roads here. It's just not safe. The speed limit's 55 miles an hour. There's a lot of tourist and transient people. Even though, yes, I live out in the middle of nowhere, but we have like more waterways per kappa or something weird than any other place in the state. So anywho, that's what's going on. What's going on in your world. I will do a little bit more in-depth on my debt stuff going on and how I'm dealing with that and moving forward next week. But I just wanted to say hello and that I am alive and I'm making progress, even though it's very small. And I wish you the best day and week and whatever you're gonna do. Have fun, don't stress, deep breaths. And stay tuned. I've got a story time coming up about a meditation experience I had, which some of you can relate to maybe, or maybe I'm just crazy. But that's all I have for now. I love you. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon.